Okay, so I had a very tense couple of dreams. Well, more so just the last one was tense. Um, let's see. What the first one was. God damn it! I don't exactly remember how it started, but I think it was some sort of ship, like a pirate ship or something, and it had like I was in some sort of crew. Um, it was also a mixture of the like fucking Naruto franchise and like a bit of the power. No, not the power system. I don't know. It's so confusing. Plus the fact that I just barely remember anything anymore. All I remember was that like I was based on apparently or something like that a character like D&D kind of where I was known as the person who's like absolutely dog shit at everything except for luck, which I was like absurdly good at. Um, so as if it was like a introduction in a like animation or something, I don't know, like animation in a series, I went through like whilst I guess we were on the ship, not having anything to do. I just like played around with random objects and stuff, whilst one of my like crewmates was like narrating in the background, talking about what I was doing or something, like talking about how bad I was at things. And even though I like heard him, I like ignored it as if I didn't. For the, I guess just like the animation's sake, even though that doesn't really make sense. Um, the things I like didn't make any sense, but they apparently had some connection to the stats. With stats were like, well, I don't think the stats were very sensical, but the only one I remember was like storage or something, like how much I can carry on me, on my person. But I guess it like was supposed to be stuff like strength, dexterity. Actually, I think dexterity was one. Um, yeah, when it came to like storage, like that stat, the thing I fidgeted with, where like the guy narrated about that was some I don't even know, it's like some origami folded chests with um I don't know what to call them, but like the thing connecting the body of the chest to the top. It was like a accordion-like mechanism. I don't know. It didn't make any sense. Um, right, and then finally I got to the last part which was when I like picked some paper, pamphlets kind of from some storage bin. They were apparently like uh, talking about some game you could play or something, and apparently I got like a super rare one. I'm not even gonna bother like explaining how it looked or what it meant, or yeah, because I don't fucking know at all. Um, let's see. Bit later, no, actually, probably earlier. I had a dream where I was like in a game. I think it was a Nintendo game, and like in the dream, I thought like this is a fucking dog shit game. Uh, I don't remember much at all. I just remember like it was open world, trying to run around, find a save point because I wanted to stop, and there was like a bunch of portals everywhere that led to like optional content. And I thought like there is way too much stuff here. I cannot complete this game. Back to the other dream though. for some reason, like later on, I figured out like I think it was that I lost some sort of bet or something. I don't know. Made it so that I would die tomorrow. So I was like sulking by the water, I guess, or I don't know, sulking, but it was like a body of water, that I laid that I like sat in, and I like pulled the pamphlets out of some like deck, just like as a mindless thing, like kind of how the thing where people, I guess, or at least more so in the media, how they like pull petals off of a flower slowly. It's kind of what I did, or like a similar action, where I just pulled pamphlets of like a deck of pamphlets. I don't know. And then there was like the same guy who like narrated before. He was standing a ways behind. God damn it. Whatever. It's not important. He was standing a ways behind, and then like as I was pulling them, when I got like a super rare one, I like how do you say it? Oh, I hate when I forget words. I showed him that I were aware that he was there, since like otherwise I was just not noticing isn't the right word, because I did know. I didn't pay attention to, I guess, his presence there. But when I like pulled the pamphlets as the mindless task, and I got like a super rare one, I like flipped it up to show him, since like it was already known that I was so lucky, I guess. Oh right, also I think somehow that thing about being lucky was supposed to match with the manga Bug Ego somehow. I don't fucking know. I think it felt kind of as if I were I don't remember what it's called. Like one of the main characters that's really short. Like I don't know how I felt like him, but it somehow felt related in the dream. Oh shit, right. Just putting a fucking pin in this, the name Anton. Right, so when I was sitting there, sulking or whatever, some like two other people came by that were like apparently really powerful or some shit. I don't know, they were important people. And then like talked with me a bit, but most like hung out with me. I guess they were like sympathizing with the fact that, you know, I was gonna die. Then the like guy who narrated shit, or at least some friend I had apparently, came down and asked me something. I think it was like, are you going to make a video about this or something like that, related, referring to a thing I do like in real life, where I have like I have a directory or a folder on my computer where just like randomly I randomly like add images or videos to it. Whenever I like do something new, like oh I make a new project or I'm finished a project, I just like I don't know, film it, discuss it, or when I play games I record that, or when I don't know, doing some wacky shit in real life and not on like a computer, then I film that too. I just have it because I noticed that I literally have fucking nothing, like no media that I've made from my from like since I was, I don't know, early teen to the end of my teenage years, or like roughly when I started with this thing, which I thought was really sad since my memory's dog shit. So I like want something to remember something by itself. I thought like, oh, I should do this. Kind of a simplification because it's a bit different than that, but that's the main gist. I just realized I spent like 5 trillion hours explaining something not really related to the dream. Well, I mean, I guess it was kind of related. Yeah, so that person said like, oh, aren't you going to make a video of this? Or I said like, oh, no, there's no point because I'm going to die tomorrow. And I said that in like a, how do you describe that? Like defeated but still smiling expression or mood. I don't know. Yeah, so then I for some reason I like went to the where the like my computer was to oh, I think it was also I think that like friend suddenly like became my dad or something because I've discussed this like memory media directory to him a bit before about like, oh, if anything ever were to happen to me, then I want him to like know that I have that directory which is fucking filled with files. And like I number all the files I add there, where I also have like sub numbers, like I don't know, it's like 20.3 if I have multiple files that relate to the same topic. And I have, I think, if you like expand out the sub numbers to just like their own numbers, then I probably have more than 2,000 like entries or 2,000 files. But like with the numbers, I am currently up at like 1,800 something. Actually, the total number would maybe be like 2,500 or 3,000. Anyway, I've like discussed that with him since I figured like, I don't know, it's something they would want to know exists if I like fucking die and they want to just see shit from me, I guess. Yes, I thought like that I was going to show him how to get into it since I since I guess I don't know if this was the reasoning in the dream, but like in real life, I use Linux and like a super fucking esoteric custom windowing manager config and stuff. So I wanted to show him how to actually like access the files. But yeah, I was gonna show him. Right now I live in a house. However, in the dream I still lived in a flat that I lived in when I was younger. Well, not the same one. It was supposed to be that, but you know, like in dreams, how nothing really looks exactly the same. So when I got there, I noticed that. Okay, so my flat is, I don't know what it's called. Complex something. I don't know. Where there are 4 buildings. They're like flats, which are arranged in a square where the like center has a yard, like a playground and stuff. Playground, some like flat area with grass and a picnic bench. Fucking awesome. So like all the buildings are pretty connected and they form a, I don't know, but when I got there, I noticed like in the very corner that a bush was burning. And I thought like, oh shit, that's not good. So I which order did this happen in? I guess it's not super duper relevant. Anyway, I saw the burning bush and I was like, oh shit, that's not good. I figured that there like was a fire hydrant somewhere outside, since I don't know, safety that's required. I don't know if that would be outside, but it's at least inside. Actually, I don't know if that flat ever had any fire extinguishers, whatever. Like, I found a fire extinguisher. Uh, there were like some kids playing by it, so I like excused myself, like, oh, excuse me, can I get the fucking thing, fire extinguisher? And I don't think I talked that much with them, but like knowing multiple minutes later, they were maybe aware a bit of the fire, although that was probably just like coincidence with what happened later in the dream. But yeah, I like grabbed the fire extinguisher after a while and tried to run back and extinguish the bushlight. But then I saw like, oh shit, the fire has spread throughout the like to one of the 4 buildings. As like it was, the bush was in the corner of the building on the outside. I thought that it wouldn't because the building is made out of like bricks basically. So I thought like, oh, it can't spread. Well, I mean, I don't know if I made that conclusion at that point, but I at least like tried to get the fire to stop from the bush, but now it like spread, and I thought like, shit. So I tried to like call the fire department. In Swedish, in Sweden it's 112 instead of like the American 991 or whatever. That's not really relevant actually, but yeah, I tried dialing it, but the UI on the phone was so fucking confusing and badly designed. I couldn't like find where to do it. All I could go into was like the create new contact screen and stuff. And I was molding in the dream, like, who fucking designed this? This is so shit. I need to call someone. Yeah, I don't think I managed to call them, but I realized like, oh shit, the files that I have, the like memory media directory, like I need to save them. They are like, yeah, if they burn up, I'm going to die tomorrow. So if those burn up, then they like my friends and family and whatever won't have any of those. So I like ran into the building. At this point, like it hadn't spread. The fire hadn't spread to this building. I ran into the building, ran up like a couple of flights of stairs, went through like corridors and shit. It was quite a big building, apparently, way bigger than the like actual building, which was very small. But yeah, this was big. I had to like run through a bunch of the corridors and shit until I got to our, I don't know what to call it, our, oh, you just say our apartment. I think. Yes, I tried to run there. I think I wasn't able to find my computer. Later, I think it was because my dad or someone had already like taken it, which seems like a weird priority. If it was real life, maybe they just knew about that, like was thinking about that directory. I don't fucking know. Of course, it's no use, but like real life logic on dreams, it probably just was gone just because. But yeah, so I don't know if I grabbed anything, but I ran down, talked to like a group. It was like my dad and maybe some other people, I don't know. But yeah, my dad at least. And we got the conclusion like, okay, now it's the fire had spread too far. We can't safely run up and grab stuff anymore. But then I was like, no wait, I am I'm using like shitty shoes. I want the new ones I have. And usually, like I've always been the kind of person who like don't understand people who are so obsessed with shoes. Like they're just shoes, doesn't matter And like if they were normal shoes, then yeah, that would have been the same for me. However, due to me being like a fucking degenerate furry, I somewhat recently got really silly shoes. What silly shoes? Silly shoes. Well, maybe not. Comparatively silly. Silly shoes that have like a paw pad pattern on the bottom of the like shoe, the sole. Uh, no, I think the sole is inside the shoe, or like the outside sole of the shoe, the like walking surface. Yeah, it's like a paw, and I really like it. I think it's funny, and also it's just I don't know, fun to wear. So that, like and in the dream I was like for some reason wearing like old shoes, I guess, old normal cringe shoes. Why do I keep saying shoes? Um, so I thought like maybe I have time to like run and grab those. So I like again ran up, and this time I could like feel way more heat in the air. It was like way warmer. I ran up to the apartment and tried to look for like the shoes, but I couldn't find them at all. Um, I guess they were all taken down already. I don't know. But then apparently I noticed my mom was in the apartment, and I like really fucking had to convince her to that it was like extremely dangerous at this point, and that she had to give up grabbing shit and just come down. Like I had to say that like 3 times or something before she like actually reluctantly decided to run down. And she um, she brought a bunch of like potted plants because she like in real life she takes care of a lot of plants. Our like main floor is basically like a jungle at this point. It's awesome. I don't get how she has the like energy to take care of all of them. Although I guess if it is your hobby, then you don't really require any energy in a sense to do stuff, or like you want to do it. But alright, at this point, since I like wanted my shoes so bad, the plot point of me dying the next day was just completely gone, I guess. Um, then later, when we were in the like area where everyone gathered to the burning building, I heard the kid. I think I don't know if like I asked about who it was, or if the topic just came up from them or something. But they said that a kid named Anton, I remembered the name, it was like it caused the fire of the bush, and yeah, I don't really have that much chat to that, but I just remember them saying that. Now that I think about it, I played with fire quite a lot when I was younger. Um, Whenever my dad found me not fucking happy, as you can probably imagine, I didn't like set fire to anything, like any plant or anything, but I think I did. I think I did like shenanigans multiple times, like 3 times maybe, but I just remember one at the top of my head. And the only things I would like set fire to, or at least try, was that I remember seeing like during a parade or something. I don't know exactly. I saw like some dude with a big ass torch, and that was lit obviously, and I thought like, whoa, that looks so cool. So on my way home from school once, this is real life by the way. I'm just like throwing in a tangent. Um, so in yeah, from when going back from home from school once, found like a big ass stick. It was like a perfect staff. It was amazing, and I thought like, oh, this could work really well as a torch. So when I got home, I tried to like light the top of the stick, or yeah, stick staff. It was like a pretty thick stick. Um, Tried to light it on fire, and well, it didn't work. There was no like fuel. I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah, you can't just light the wood on fire and expect that to work, I guess. Yeah, but I didn't know that at the time. So I kept trying to do it. Then I got it to like not burn, but like char, I guess, and like sustain the char. I went inside of the apartment complex, like began to like spin it around and shit. Um, uh, yeah, until a part of the top got so shard off that it like broke off a smaller part that flew away. It ended up on the like stone stair, but I didn't notice, so I like left it there. Then I went back into our apartment, and apparently that made the like whole building smell like smoke, because yeah, that makes sense. So then my dad came home, he smelled it and like panicked, thinking that it was burning. Uh, then noticed that I shard a bit on the stair. Then when he got inside, or like he got into, or when he got home, he like asked me, "How did you play around with fire?" And me at that age I was maybe like, I'm just guessing here, like 8 maybe, 7, somewhere around that. So he asked like, "Oh, did you play with fire?" And my like me being such a fucking genius, I said like, let me think, because I wanted to like buy time, and I didn't realize that that's the most like fucking suspicious thing to say ever. Um, I had like said that whenever I did something quite a lot at the time, and my dad was fucking sick of trying to pretend to not know. So he said something like, I don't remember like pretty much at all what how he said it, but he said something like, "Oh, that makes it super obvious that you did it," or something. And even just like in immediately, I thought like, "Shit, yeah, he's right. What the fuck am I doing? Of course, that's obvious." Um, but like the idea never struck me until he mentioned it. I was my brain worked fucking weird when I was younger. Well, I mean, it still does, but it worked weird in a different way. Um, yeah, so he was not very happy knowing that I played with fire and just fucked shit up. But at least I didn't burn down the building, so maybe Anton is in trouble though. But yeah, that was my dreams plural. Woke up pretty early for this, so I guess I'll see if I can fall back asleep if I'm not going to just decide to just wake up now. Um, yes, I haven't looked at too much light, so I might be able to fall back asleep. I don't really know the mechanics behind it, because me talking for so long probably also has an effect on how easily I can fall back asleep. Yeah, whatever. I'll stop the recording now. Damn, it's pretty bright actually. I had to open my eyes too. What? My phone has fallen? God damn it. I hope that my voice was like audible. I thought that it was like leaning on my pillow towards my face so that you could hear me, but I guess not. So hopefully it's like I'm not super fucking quiet. I guess if I'm not dumb and like remember to do it if it's needed, then I can just like increase the volume a bit in my editing software things, because I have to convert this from a audio file to a video file regardless. And I don't know if you can use FFmpeg for that. Not that it matters, because I'm probably not. I'm just gonna use Kdenlive. It's easier. It's relevant. I'm turning off the recording now. Let's see. Ow, got flashbanged. Fucking hell, almost half an hour? Are you kidding me? That's so typical. Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, bye bye.